Alright, welcome back. We're going to continue our coverage of FPX versus IG. We had a very interesting first game with FPX with a very clever draft and shutting down the Shy effectively. And with the Shy out of the equation, there was very little win conditions there. IG were looking to take fights, but it was just not possible against FPX's composition. I think regardless of how many mistakes IG made, that actually kind of made me sick. More sick than I am. Just for the people that are tuning in to the second game instead of the first game, I am very sick. That's why I look like an Eskimo. My throat is fucked. My nose is fucked. Everything is fucked. It's just problematic. With that being said, we will jump into the second game right away. Why not? Let's see what's going to happen. Boom, boom, pow. Okay, Renekton ban from IG. Interesting approach. The Quinn didn't work at all. And I don't think the Shy wants to play Ornn. That would be hilarious if he plays Ornn to push the victory. Rise ban. Kiana's open this time around. Xayah Rakan as well. Maybe Invictus go for a Xayah or a Kai'Sa ban. But Invictus were very happy with just looking in Xayah over Kai'Sa and letting FPX consider here the Varus. But I think Xayah probably will be the ban because of Kiana. Xayah is still, in my eyes, higher prio than Kai'Sa. IG needs to look for Kai'Sa first pick here, maybe Gragas as well. Gragas works as well. Varus Kai'Sa matchup most likely is what we're going to see in this game. Varus strong lane, Kai'Sa better scaling. There is the Fisho, there is Kobe, there is Quick Shot. Three very handsome and polite men. Very, very nice guys. These three guys, never had a bad interaction with them. Very, very cool people. Kai'Sa looking. Let's see what the second one is. What is open? Maybe just a Nautilus. Cactus. Don't know about Cactus. Picking Cactus this early. You don't know how your composition is going to look like. It's kind of dangerous. There's the Nautilus. Boom. Predicted. Like it's some cool thing to predict Nautilus. Tam Coco Varus. Straight up. So Tam Coco covers for a lot of the weaknesses of Varus, and Tam Coco has a strong lane phase. Also, Tam Coco against Nautilus ultimate, it's good to feel like you can avoid an ultimate that is unavoidable, Papa bless. Lee Sin third pick for Tian into Gragas. Someone asked me in the YouTube comments of a different video, what's the point of picking Lee so often? Well, Lee is very versatile in the sense that, it's hard to go wrong with Lee if you have a good Lee Sin player, because he is just okay at everything. There's no point in the game where he's weaker. He always has options. You can look to teamfight. You can look to 2v2. It's just a versatile champ with very little counters. I'm sure Poppy can be very hard for Lee and like Rek'Sai or Nocturne, but he already sees Gragas and no one's going to be playing Poppy here, so all is well. Rumble ban in the second wave. I respect it because honestly that Rumble decimated IG. Completely slaughtered IG. Fourth pick. A double flex is the best option, but IG banned some of those double flexes. Maybe we see the Doimbigalio for the first time. What else can you pick for us? Blitzcrank, that's a Nautilus mid lane. Okay, that's a classic. Blitzcrank bot lane to make the matchup a bit better. Keep Nautilus on mid lane as a blind pick, and Nautilus is going to be odds, honestly, because it's a blind pick. I can't think right off the bat what you would pick into it. Honestly, if you play Morgana mid here, I think it's pretty free. This looks like a blind pick Vladimir here for IG. There's no other way to make sense of this. Lucian, there's the Vladimir blind. Lucian blind pick into Naughty Boost and Blitz. It works. Honestly, it works. You could have also picked Ezreal maybe. Who knows? you know, just picking something with a dash to avoid them hookeronis. Mordekaiser in the top lane. I wonder if this Vladimir is gonna go Klepto. Phase Rush, honestly, I like Phase Rush more. I experimented with it a bit, and I think Sorcery Tree is just too OP for Vladimir. You go Sorcery Tree, and then for second tree you have options. You can either go Inspiration or Domination. Because every single Mastery and Rune, what I don't know what they're called, runes. Every rune in that tree is just super strong. Transcendence, you have, what's it called? Nebula, no, not Nebula, what's it called? Jeez, I can't remember what it's called. But the Nimbus Cloak, Nimbus. I think Nimbus first, but I'm like, that's fucking Harry Potter, you know? So I'm like stepping away from it. And then you have Scorch, or well, if you're feeling spicy, you can go for Gathering Storm. It's a very good tree. Transcendence just feels so good on Vladimir, honestly. It feels super nice. So this game is interesting because Blitz into Tam is a very scary interaction for Tam. If he fucks up, he gives enemy double kill. So he needs to make sure that he eats. So Varus tanks and then he gets eaten. And you can eat the person that is hooked in the animation, so that's very good. It depends on the skill of the Tam Coco and whoever needs to eat the hook. Because if Tam eats the hook and he eats, you pull a gorilla and it's no bueno, no bueno. Not what you want. Not what you want at all. In terms of scaling this time around, I think, you know, it's fair to say that a team with Vladimir is always going to be the one scaling better, but the enemy has Kai'Sa and Varus. There's some new interactions that people get reintroduced to, like a Kai'Sa Varus. Varus is stronger early. Kai'Sa, when she starts to get her upgrades, meaning Q upgrade, E upgrade around Ginzu, Manamune, Buzzlicker Greaves, and potentially like a dagger or two. You get those upgrades, those juicy upgrades, and then Kai'Sa begins to outscale. But here we have a situation where Varus can get a lot of value. He has lethal tempo and he's playing against a lot of tanks. So if he gets to punch, he's not that bad either at hitting with Ginzu and Blade, hitting the Morde, hitting the Nautilus, and hitting the Blitz and Lee. The very beefy front line here, and Varus has very little to be afraid of. The big thing here with Morde is what you can do is you can, with Morde, ult the Tam Coco. That you can ult the Tam Coco, and then all of a sudden the engage is going to be nasty. Very, very nasty. FPX going for a very similar invade from the last game. They went and invaded blue. This time around they get spotted. The ward gets swept. FPX have full information. This time around it might be tricky for IG to recover the red buff because Morde is already on the wave. The Shy leashed blue, so Morde's gonna have Prio. Doinby in the mid lane most likely won't have Prio into Lucian. It's only natural ranged into melee matchup, but of course I'm not gonna claim that I'm a professional in the Nautilus. You know, I have never played Lucian Nautilus matchup, but I would assume that Lucian has Prio and Nautilus is waiting for his jungler. So here with the fact that they spot Tian doing the golems, maybe gives Ning some breathing room, but he's already on his Gromp, so he's giving it up. Right now, map is quite divided, and Ning has very little jungle options. Rookie is shooting, Tian backing up, defending his own red, and making sure he doesn't get spotted on mid lane. Wow, it's Klepto Rookie. Klepto Rookie against Nautibus. Look at that, Q into shoot. That's nasty, man. The passive of Lucian just procs it. That's interesting. Elisa now approaching level 3. Ning just full clearing. Gragas is going to be able to recover. Just the nature of the champion. Let's see if Tian can get 2 crabs or something, but I doubt it. It's too hard to get double crab. So honestly, this jungle start doesn't impact Ning that much. Tian is very behind on his clear, and by the time he's finished, Ning's second wave of camps is going to spawn, and the question is, can Tian invade them and pressure there? The 2v2, slightly with doing this HP here, it's going to be better for IG, I believe. But FPX, if they're sending their whole team here, then of course IG is going to win it. I mean, lose it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. So interesting here how level 1 IG actually lost Prio on bottom. I want to take a step back and see how much the level 1 affected them, because YamatoCannon and Varus losing Prio to Kaiser Blitzcrank is one of the worst things that can happen. Yo, Cookie! Alena fed you, I fed you. Come on. You're just trying to abuse me. I fed you. So, bottom Prio situation. IG giving it up because they're afraid of Lee Sin sniffing their ass. They look to contest and then FPX get Prio. Okay, not a big deal. There's FPX slow pushing waves. You're hungry too? Jesus. So the IG gave up Prio because they're afraid of a level 2 gank or something like this, and then afterwards FPX are just slow pushing the wave. IG can't contest at all. So this is super good for FPX. FPX have the Prio, walk into river, and they commit all the way. All the way they go. And Ning is standing on the wrong position of the bush, and he gets chopped in half. Rookie gets hooked and punched, but it didn't matter too much. He burned to seal. Okay. Just really bad judgment here from Ning. Bottom matchup situation was that they couldn't contest. IG bot lane could not play this any differently, and they needed to convey this information because Ning is just positioning here, reacting very late. He should look to E over the wall. Crisp finds a very good angle, and it was quite a beautiful read here on Graga's position, because it feels with their movement, it looks like they know something. Here Kai's is the one with sweeper. She's walking and sweeping, and then they spot Gragas with the sweeper, and I feel like Ning kind of reacts late here, because the moment he gets spotted by the sweeper Rui, it's too late already, and Crisp was in such a good position to go for this. It looked like FPX knew, because they were positioned perfect to create a kill like this. Blitzcrank used flash. Advantage Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank with the Moby boots. Crisp showing up big time. Didn't need to pull up his big muscles too much because he was playing Tam Coco mostly. But Crisp was, in my eyes, the best support coming into the tournament. I put him top 10. FPX now, will they muster up the confidence to look for this dive? Yan is fighting. If it's a short trade, Gragas can win. If it's a long trade, Conqueror conquers all. Varus and Tam pushing in bottom. They can't really threaten dive onto Kaiser, so Blitzcrank roaming around with his mobility boots is not a big deal because they see Ning's position. So Kaiser can farm away, no problem. The Shy in the top lane, we didn't really look at what's going on there, but oh! Okay, so I got too excited. Didn't matter too much, but this is one of the interactions that you need to be careful about, and maybe this is a bad omen here for IG. So Crisp has no hook. I don't know why he's walking up like this. IG don't need to give a shit. Crisp kind of just pretended that the gank is coming or something. The Shy with the Ruby Crystal farming away. Top lane is quite uninteresting. The only thing we can note is Phase Rush has been bought. And Gingun, his job later will be to just ult Tam Coco and kill him while his team is engaging, because that is going to be something that IG rely on. That's going to be a very interesting interaction, and we'll have to pay attention if Baolan gets in range or not. So now IG just maintaining push prior, LWX very low HP, took some poke probably when he was taking the wave all by himself. Jungle state completely even, maybe even better for Ning, considering it was tough for Tian to clear his own jungle. And with the prior situation, Tian couldn't really reinvade the Gragas because that's usually what you want to do if you invade level 1 and you took some of his camps. Because your camps are going to be level 2, I mean, not level 2, but they're going to be the second wave of camps so late in the game, so Ning can easily recover because of the pacing of his camps respawning. Don't be with 6 now. Vladimir is not the easiest champ to dive or to impact, because he has pull, of course, and Murder ultimate is quite useless in a situation like that. FPX looking for the blue buff. Lucian is not the most blue reliant person in the world, but of course it helps. It's a good play from FPX. Usually they want to look for the dive with the prior like this, but diving a champion like Vladimir is difficult. Diving the bot lane like Varus Tam is also difficult unless you can do some magic with the Blitzcrank hook. Okay, there's a slow, there's the boom. Okay, double TP. Varus out of position. LWX is already here. This is a 4v5, this is a 4v5. IG Ning is in the pool. The Shy does absolutely no damage. This is a Ruby Crystal Vladimir. It's a Ruby Crystal Vladimir! Jesus. IG's decision making and how they're taking fights is kind of wonky, because LWX is already committed to the situation and we have Jackie Love in the bot lane. Double TP comes down. Boom. Domi was in the position. Also the fact that FPX have Nautilus and Blitzcrank makes them so deadly in fights like this early on. And then, you know, Vladimir, I'm pretty sure he hasn't based. He TPs onto this shit with a Ruby Crystal. Ruby Crystal. Look at Ruby Crystal Vladimir. Ruby Crystal Vladimir does absolutely no damage. No damage, Ruby Crystal Vladimir. LWX denies the Shy from getting a kill. Very sloppy from IG. Very sloppy. FPX get a fight of their dreams. They have the perfect champions to fight this early. Perfect champions. Morde isolates whoever he wants. Nautilus Blitzcrank can focus one target down. Strong ultimates that help you in situations like this. And Vladimir doesn't want to fight here. Vladimir had a Ruby Crystal. He got the combo of his dreams here, but it's just he does no damage. So I think just here, the fact that they were the ones looking for the fight, they were the ones that E flashed onto Kai'Sa. Here, look at Varus' position. Varus' position is off, they're unaware of Lee Sin position. Lee Sin could be here for all we know. The bird plant, Scrya's orb, spotted everyone here. They went for LWX, he spotted. Boom, E flash. Good E flash, but LWX's flash from the Gragas barrel helps out a lot here. And the fact that they managed to secure a kill, LWX secures... Oh shit. Oh, what happened? That was not my intention.
The jungle here.
Okay, so we have the replay. Look at Varus' position. Varus' position doesn't want to fight. Kai'Sa's here. They don't know Lee Sin position. He could be in the bushy. And then here it is very clutch that LWX gets level 6 from the kill. And once again, we didn't pay attention to this, but here he's eating him, and then they get both pulled in. I tried to get out, but then they pulled me right back in. And then Vladimir comes here with his Ruby Crystal. He's like, hey, you want to buy this Ruby Crystal? He's just like a fucking telephone salesman here. He does absolutely nothing. It's rough to watch. Vladimir still is going for the CDR build. It's a more lane-centric build. He's not that powerful in fights. We need to give him some time. Let Vladimir rest. Ning having a rough game here. The fact that they went for this fight is quite disastrous because now Kai'Sa is so strong. Nautilus is also so strong. But the solution has a lot of klepto money in the bank. That's the Nautilus ult. Nautilus ult connects into Blitzcrank. Ooh. Into Blitzcrank hook, I wanted to say, but not today. Flash of Rookie comes through. That is quite a disgusting Varus ultimate, considering you will Okay, never mind. It's not a disgusting Varus ultimate. I thought that Baolan spat him out because it looked like he kind of... I'm just blind. My bad. Sorry, Jackie Love. Sorry. It's a good ult, but LWX just has a better ult. And then already now, you know, Lucian got pushed in. Lucian got pushed in and lost all the space. You don't want to retake. Oh, shut the head up, man. Okay, so once again, IG, FPX as a team push out mid lane all the way together, and then IG are looking for an all-in on LWX, but this is something that you just can't do. Can't do. IG is looking like summer IG here. They are getting punished on the point that they are so disconnected as a team, and FPX are just doing all the right moves in terms of spreading pressure. IG are looking to punish with these little timing windows that they get, but it's just not working. It's not working at all. Not working. FPX is super far ahead, and it would be quite ironic here if FPX managed to 3-0, just like in the playoffs. IG just taken all in while they have no control over both side of the river. It's not the way you want to play it. And IG are not finding any ways to pressure the game right now. The only thing they have going for them is the fact that this Lucian is quite rich. Vladimir is Vladimir, but more with those kills, maybe it shifts the matchup too much because the Shy used a lot of his force there to impact the fight that gave them absolutely nothing. Essence Reaver Kaiser, that's new. Very intrigued by this Essence Reaver Kaiser. Jackie Love, ooh. Is Blitzcrank buffed on this patch? He is, right? I think he is. Okay, here we go again. Doing B with the hook. Should land for free, no flash. Very easy kill pickup. Boom, LWX. Gets killed. Crispy. Tries to defend. IG respond with a proactive play that is successful for the first time in forever. Lee Sin's coming down bottom. He still has kick. Very nice clean cut gank here in mid lane. Lee and Nautilus together is a dangerous one. It's very easy to find kills. Tian looking to TP. LWX doesn't have TP ready. Tian dies. Very strange timing here because LWX didn't have TP. And Tian went a bit too early. He went in. He pressed Q. My man is telling me no. Tom Koga gets kicked in. Dombi is looking for more. Jackie Love flashes. Still advantage FPX considering they burned key flashes. And they're the ones that pressure the situation afterwards. In all of this, of course, Rookie was dead from the previous gank, and the TP on bottom happened right away after Doinbi based. Doinbi is monster fed. Doinbi is smurfing here, and the Shy had his matchup broken for him with his TP, and Gimgun is doing so good. Gimgun is doing so good. FPX as a team is really coming together and making the right decisions, the right moves to control the right space. And this is something that was IG's big weakness all the time. They couldn't play as a team. FPX is playing very collectively always. Look how their movement onto topside is working out right here. Looking to make the Rift Herald play. Kaiser's on mid lane. Nautilus and Lee are pressuring onto the blue. They're trying to contest and pressure as much space as possible. And IG, the type of team to contest shit like this, even though they can't. FPX is just first on the situation. And it can get very nasty very quickly. IG managed to pick up the blue with some fancy eating work. Plating will fall soon. Rift Herald onto mid lane is going to be a game changer here. FPX. Very similar to last game, on their way to victory because scaling is not that bad on their side either, with the Kaiser being super far ahead. Essence Reveal, we'll have to see how it pans out, but honestly I like it more than that other shitty item, excuse of an item. What the fuck is it called? The one that amplifies your energized effects. Screw that item, I think Essence Reveal is better. If you have a BF sword base on Kaiser and you want to go for it, go for it. First tower in the mid lane, gone. Well, the first tower was killed somewhere else, I believe. No, this was the first tower altogether. Okay. Morello buy for Gimgoon. LS should approve because it's against Vladimir and there's a lot of healing on the enemy side. Doinby going in when he shouldn't. But Kaiser's here. Maybe they can tank up enough. Vladimir is not in position. Vladimir is finally TPing. He has Proto Belt. He's going to do more damage than the last time. He has Flash. Flash on. He EWs. And that's the pull from hell. Woo! Okay, not enough. The fight was already won because Doinby got smacked. So here, IG can actually fight back. You know, they have some tools in their composition that can deny some of the spells of FPX. And if the fights are started in the proper manner like IG do in a lot of games, then IG can begin to shift this game. Very different from the last game, where they were running up against a Rumble, Kiana, and a Nautilus, and their champions were so immobile. Here, Doinby is hooking in. No one knows why. Ning finds a good E-flash. Doinby stopwatches, but it's just going to delay the inevitable. And then boom. Here, Vladimir comes in with the TP, and Baolan manages to survive, and then the Shy ults, and he kills LWX. He needs to go back in, and then here Gimgoon does such a nice claw. Look at this. Does a lot of damage. Gimgoon having a wonderful series so far, in my opinion, and this was a very positive fight here for IG. Both TPs come in, and IG show off a little bit of something where when it comes to the mechanics, they clearly have an edge, I feel. FPX, in terms of teamwork, have a massive edge. Massive edge. They know how to group around things. They know how to pressure around things. But if IG get too far ahead, it's going to become unbearable. But still, FPX right now in a very good state to win this game. Big risk here to contest this mountain for IG. Honestly, the position was kind of wonky there, and FPX were a bit faster. That could have been disastrous. Here, FPX are going to get a bottom tower. They need to give this up because here comes the cavalry. The position that IG needed to take in order to take this mountain drake was very awkward, and FPX could hover completely in the bottom side. Doinby looks for the Hookarini. Doesn't matter, the Shy dodges. Okay. So with time, I think IG is going to be better. It's going to be tougher and tougher to deal with the Vladimir. And Kaiser is going to be the biggest threat here. QSS is also an item that kind of makes it harder for Mordekaiser to be effective. The slow from Tamkin's Q can be very nasty. He has Mercury, but there's a lot of tools in IG's kits here that allow them to kite the Mordekaiser. Unless, like right now, he has ult targets because no one has really invested in the QSS this early in the game, of course. But as the game progresses, there are definitely items that IG can buy that will help them. The Shy, in a very uncharacteristic position, just dying. The Shy having not such a good series, honestly. Baolan with the heal, just to celebrate the death of the Shy. Not so good performance here from the Shy, getting caught like this. No reason to walk up that far. In terms of judging the game state, you know, that this fight that IG got is not enough for them to have Prio everywhere. Morde still should win Vlad. Vlad was matching Kaiser here. Kaiser's still super strong. Doinby is still quite strong. This still will take a lot of time before IG can convincingly find pressure in the game. Here, FPX too are winning their sides, and if they use Prio, they can outnumber, and this is a scenario where it happened. So even though we had a beautiful fight from IG, it's not enough to change the tides just yet. And Baolan dying here, this is just a complete disaster for IG. The fact that they walk up here, Vladimir is already dead. Like this is awful. FPX just calling all the bullshit that IG is throwing at them. And honestly, this is looking like a 3-0 so far because the decision making from IG is so much worse. And the teamwork is just proving to be much more important than any types of mechanics here, because we had the fight with the Varus being out of position. Vladimir TPing in with the Ruby Crystal. Everything about was bad. Here no one's on the map. The Shy has no reason to be here. He protobelt forward. The R into the hooky Rini. Tam looks to ult. In the bush he tries to hide, but there's no way to hide Mr. Catfish. And then IG continue with face shaking and fighting. And now Kaiser's going to have a massive shift in power. Ginzu ready. And if Kaiser's ahead of you, you know, the most frustrating thing to do when you play Varus is to deal with the fact that the enemy AD carry being ahead of you, like you'll never catch up. You'll never catch up in terms of power. You'll never have any windows where you are better. You're only an ultimate bot at this point in time. The Shy taking some risks here, staying under the turret. Maybe this is something that, you know, the best IG can hope for. They fight under a tower and then they find the dive. Here is Protobelt on so they can kill the creeps. Gimgoon is looking for the ultimate. The Shy has to stay here. He still has pull. He's looking to ult the moment he pops. The moment he pops, he ults. He has the ult on and boom, he just dies out of the pool. There's like some frames there where you don't get the ult healing right away. Maybe half a second or two. And IG just getting rolled over, honestly. Getting rolled over. FPX smurfing, man, smurfing. Their teamwork is super good. The picks for Doinby are nullifying any type of lane phase situation that could be a liability. Gimgoon holding his own, hoping, you know, the Shy does another TP like this in the next game. Because Gimgoon was the winner off of that. The Shy is forced to stay. Gimgoon went for the ult. And the Shy doesn't get the healing off because Crisp just fucking honks his horn and ults. Very good game switch state here for IG. I mean, for FPX, sorry. IG is fucked, man. IG is completely screwed. Super done. It's tricky because I can't imagine a world where IG solved the draft issues now. But, you know, this game, I felt like draft was a lot better. This game gave them a lot of option. But Ning getting caught so early. Every game FPX getting value from level 1. This is also a really bad part. IG getting caught, taking fights that they shouldn't take, not paying attention to the position of everybody. Whenever there's anything that relies on clean communication and teamwork, IG are just dropping the ball big time. And FPX is the complete opposite. Anything that comes down to teamwork, right now at the World Championship, I think they are the best out of any team. Their teamwork was really clean against Fnatic, and I was skeptical because Fnatic really didn't show up at all. They didn't show up to play, and they were suffocated. But now the exact same thing is happening to IG. The FPX is just a whole different beast. IG are not managing to get any advantages through the strength of their solo lanes, and that strength has been completely nullified by how FPX is approaching the game. The teamwork is just winning out. And the Shy having quite a disappointing performance here in semifinals. Doinby being a beast and Crisp honestly playing out of his mind. Crisp has been crazy good. Crazy good Crisp. Let's build up a scenario where IG can win. It has to be like a silly Nash from FPX or like a stupid forcing. Here, IG is doing the stupid forcing. I think this is dangerous. Mordecai is TPing. He can ult the target, finish that target, and then we have a 4v4. FPX can just stall. IG use a lot of their tools here to try to force something. Crisp died already. Game goes out of position, but he can look to ult the target. He can ult a bitch. LWX gets fucking one-shotted by Mr. Marquise Vladimir. Wow. He can one-shot people already. So this looked like a maniac move. Because 2 TPs were already used. 2 TPs were used. They can look to just stall this out. But then Crispy Crisp gets ulted and rooted. So here they know the Nautilus is on the mid wave. He just queued the creep. And FPX, after praising all of their teamwork, they're I have to praise you, Crisp. Come on, man. They go into this fight a bit too quickly. Like here, usually the decision from FPX should be that they push IG out of this position because they can't force Nasher, and then you just get them mid prio and then suffocate the enemy out, and then you are the ones that can force Nasher here. But instead they look for a fight. Doinby is not in position, and Crisp gets his neck broken in half. And then Gingun, I don't know why he's refusing to ult. I thought he was just going to ult a target here and finish him off like Vaulan, but he didn't go for it. Gingun gets smacked a couple of times and then Q'd and then rooted. And then here, what on earth happened to LWX? He has a null magic mantle here. Null magic mantle. Null magic mantle. And then the Gragas battle together with the Vladimir Q is just enough. Okay. Okay. The shy Vladimir. That's what happens when you doubt him. Tian. Doinby. AP Doinby. Oh. Okay, that's an ace. That's an ace. And IG recovers somehow with the craziest fucking maniac play I've ever seen in my life. IG are like, fuck this game. Let's do Nash. Doinby is on bottom. Let's force a mistake here, and it fucking happened. Honestly, if FPX played that a bit more cool, Crisp doesn't have to go in. Just pay attention to your Doinby in the mid lane. Look at this. You see Doinby's walking in. He's showing on the wave. IG just stopped Nash. FPX are gonna win so freaking hard as long as they don't run it down here. Here, Doinby just needs to push mid. They can look to push next, and then they need to catch. And IG is gonna be very out of position. FPX is gonna take all of this space. But instead, FPX is just looking to finish it. They'll go for the hook. Crisp gets Varus ultimate. And boom, Crisp dies. And then here, LWX together with the Vladimir ult and the Gragas suit gets completely popped. Gimgun refused to ult. I don't know why he didn't ult. Oh, he has ult on cooldown. Here it shows ult on cooldown. On the previous one, it didn't show ult on cooldown. Okay, that's why he didn't ult. Makes sense. And then boom, we have the ace, and IG have a very nice team to do Nash, double Brader on King, and Vladimir can tank. IG fucking recover. Jesus. Jesus. What a game. And now, all of a sudden, the shift in power. Lucian is super strong. Vladimir is super strong. Vladimir no flash, but he has the scaling runes instead of the Klepto runes. It's kind of weird, you know, because I think Phase Rush and Transcendence and Insight, what's it called? Inspiration Tree with the 5% CDR is so good on Vlad. I love it so much. Voice stuff ready? Okay. Hook. Hook happened. Lucian gets pulled and then eat, and then there's no Nautilus ult, and then boom. Oh, Ning! Dangerous. Dangerous Ning. Dangerous. And it's crazy. FPX just fucking threw away their lead. Threw away the game that was in the bag. In the bag, baby. In the bag. And now IG are gonna take an inhibitor. FPX won't be able to defend. And then they can just continue this onslaught. The gold is just growing. Look at that Baron power play. 4,000 monies. I don't think they can look for End. I think End would be very greedy. Gimgun and Doinby are spawning. Oh, they're going for it. Why not? They have double AD carry. Maybe it works. Maybe it works. I think this is dangerous. LWX needs to be a bit more cocky. Tian is getting one-shotted. Tian is dead. Okay, look for the end. Why not? Doinby is here. Oh, okay. This is why not. Oh, it's dangerous. Doinby is getting ult on soon. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Jesus. IG. Relax. You have the game-winning position. Relax. Just freaking recall. Use your Nash. You have 1.5 minutes of Nash. Use your Nash. Go into top side. Repeat. You have double AD. You can get those turrets down. The enemy can't engage. Instead, they went for the gamble. Boom. FPX managed to save the day and delay all of this Nasher that was left. Look at that. Look at that. IG just went for it. Holy, Crisp is snatching up Rookie multiple times. Maybe if Rookie doesn't get hooked and they just focus turrets down, maybe it works. Very nice pull from the Shy. Doesn't get the kickoff, but then afterwards he does. Maybe if Rookie doesn't get hooked and they just focus down the towers, maybe it works this end attempt. Maybe. But honestly, I'm not sure. For me, I got a bit nervous. I got very nervous when I saw this attempt to end. Maybe if IG just focus down the turrets and Rookie doesn't get hooked, maybe it's possible. IG looking to walk in. The Shy is not in position to fight. He has no flash, so his position is super important. And then Ning here with his Predator gets fucking hooked. Crisp, holy shit, Crisp. Crisp is monstrous. The Shy, hard to find entry here without the flash. And the fight just started way too bad. Jesus Christ, IG. What are you contesting here, IG? What are you contesting? You know, shit, what did I press? Fuck. Shit. Pardon me. Okay, let's take a look at this fight again. Oh, not this fight. Oh, what the hell is happening? No, I don't want to see this. Okay, so we had this. Okay, so yeah, the Drake is already gone. Like, what on earth are you contesting? Push mid, look at top wave. Look at top wave. Look at top. Why are you fighting? Why are you running? Why are you fighting? Just push mid, pressure into top, go into top turret. Game-winning situation. Boom. Look for the game-winning play. They're fighting with egos here. You want to face check Blitzcrank Nautilus? Why don't you do it level 1? Well, the same things speak true. At this point in the game, you're gonna get hooked and smacked. There, Gragas was in no position to get eaten by Tom, and the Shy could not enter this fight. You know, he cannot enter this fight. When you are playing Vladimir and you don't have a way to enter the fight because you have no flash, it's not gonna be effective at all. Doesn't matter how strong he is. So this was Ning. I don't know, this is not, you can't blame Ning because this just seems like a decision from IG. We can fight, we're stronger, but it was just silly. Silly. Top wave, wasted on all accounts here. It was very, very bad here from IG. Just, Drake is gone. What are you contesting? Look, you have free entry onto mid, you can rotate to the top, you can force a bad rotation from FPX. They need to base, you can take a top tower, maybe seize the next. It would have been beautiful. Instead, FPX just fucking, oh, we have to run away? And then Chris was like, look at me, bend like Beckham. Glove. Boom. Doinby has an angle. Tom is looking to eat, but then he gets pulled in, and it's just a really bad fight from IG, and our boys in red execute well. Very, very well. Jesus, what a game. What a back and forth game. What is this? Both teams in winning position, throwing it away. Doinby continuing to buy AP. I don't know how good it is. Nash it up in 30 seconds. Now the Shy has flash up. That's going to be a difference maker. But a lot of MR bots. But he has voice staff ready already. He can do plenty of damage. But LWX is maybe not one-shot prone now with his build. He's quite tanky. It's gonna come down to how much Varus and Lucian can do in these team fights, and Tom being in a good position to ult. The thing is here that IG don't have a lot of poke, so even though they have good range and good ways of disengaging, their way of pressuring while the enemy is not engaging is very minimal. So even though IG have a range advantage, meaning with Varus Lucian, Blitzcrank is what covers up this weakness because they have to respect the Blitzcrank, respect the Nautilus hooks. If they find picks, if they find these hooks, then they start a fight in a perfect fashion. And right now, if you see a siege situation here, IG doesn't have a lot to offer. Not a lot to offer here. You can see in the situation the FPX can just freely walk up. Jackie Love whiffs the Varus ultimate. Tries to find Chris, but the man has Moby boots. He's quite fast. Bowlan tries to walk up. Oh! Jesus! LWX gets smacked on the fucking forehead, man. Smacked on the forehead. Jesus, Ning. The eye of the tiger, man. Jesus. Look at that. So here, Bowlan walking up. It's like, Bowlan, what are you doing, buddy? Proto belt into the hook, and then boom, the fucking body slam straight from hell. Boom. Boom. He could QSS flash, he could QSS ult. I think maybe he could survive longer, but still, this body slam is nasty, man. He had QSS on, he didn't know what hit him. He got fucking... He got smacked on the noodle. And Gimgum here with his adaptive helmet doesn't do that much damage, but oh, maybe the Shy dies. Okay, he died anyway. Baolan no eat, and this looks like a Nash situation for IG. They're working up on it and they have a great team to do it. Ginzu, Blade. Easy pickings here. Tian maybe look for steal. I think probably is the best option. Crisp can maybe hook someone. They can look to one-shot someone over the wall. Could be an option as well. They don't have good ways. Oh, Jackie Love gets pulled in, but Rookie is over the wall too, and the whole gang is here. The whole gang is here. Lucian for Senna came in there and just... Okay, this might be dangerous. This might be dangerous. Jesus, what is happening? After those kills, you need to reset, baby. I didn't pay attention to LWX TP as well, so I'm not going to pretend like I knew or I'm better or whatever. But here after those kills, Captain Hindsight, you need to just back off and reset. So now, you know, with no Gragas Flash, no Vladimir Flash, IG's tools are very limited, and FPX need to look to find the dream fight. Here with the Kaiser W, everything is spotted. Tian is not around. Doinby with the ultimate. Ning has no stopwatch. LBX ults in. Oh, run the Beretta. Oh no, Ning, why are you doing this, man? Why are you saving LWX, giving him a first fucking class ticket to safety? That's a disaster right there. Oh, okay. Rookie finds a kill together with the Nash. Rookie, can you show us Rookie? Zoom in on Rookie. Oh! He dodged the Q, but then the auto just did too much damage. Mordekaiser passive. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. What a game. So much to digest here. So they just went for Nash. They didn't give a shit. Tian is gone. And then Doinby takes a plant, gets over the wall. Imagine if you had like a simple move as you get over the wall, you dash, you push yourself back into the pit. Could have been the difference maker here because Doinby wouldn't have the same entry. And then also, all of a sudden, maybe they can finish Nash and LWX wouldn't be able to ult to a target. And then, of course, Ning, Panic Gragas ultimate, pushing LWX away from potential one-shot from the Vladimir because he had Nimbus Cloak on and would reach up towards LWX. But LWX has Quicksilver Sash and also PD, so maybe it wouldn't be enough. But still, when we see a shitty Gragas ult, we're gonna call it out. That's the nature of this business. FPX, still in sieging situations, have a lot of tools. No QSS is finished, so Morde can still pick a target and isolate that man from the fight. Right now, the most dangerous man on the enemy team is the Lucian. He has completed 4 items, but no freaking rapid fire cannon, so no help in a siege situation. But here, you know, if Mordekaiser ults the Lucian, he's gonna die 1v1 super hard. He almost lost there while Lucian was very low on HP. This adaptive helmet is not doing him any good. I want to see Rookie's Klepto gold because I bet it's plenty. I bet it's a lot. Doinby doesn't have the clutch AP items that you want when you are playing an AP carry. At this point in the game, you want to have Death Cap, you want to have Void Staff. But of course, Nautilus has a very different nature from different AP carries, but a champion like this is definitely going to be falling off. Champion like this is going to be falling off. We don't know what his last item purchase is going to be, and then Ning gets away here. He probably would have died because Rookie was popping him. Very nice. Ooh. And that's the kill with the red buff. Boom. The Rookie dashes, PD lands, and then another dash. And I think Rookie needed to use a bit more distance there. But it's hard to judge because we don't know how the circle looks like from spectator mode. Oh my goodness, this game. IG looking for a siege situation. Blitz, this is just giving an opportunity for Blitzcrank to hook and find the hook. But here, heavily scaling advantage for IG. So if they get a good fight, they should be winning. It's just Kaiser against the world here. This Mordekaiser with this build is not scaling that well. Right now, I think he loses 1v1 against almost the whole lot here. Varus, Lucian, and Vladimir. That's the hook, dream hook. Nautilus ult is going to have a lot of value here because Tam is out of the picture. Tam hit. Oh, Jackie Love. Maul Malmortius. Maul Malmortius. Doinby finds the hook. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Yo, Baolan. What are you smoking, Baolan? It's such a disaster because, you know, the way I imagined fights was like Morde, ult the Tam Kench, and boom, Nautilus ult to find the sick engage. But instead, it's Baolan just getting hooked. Baolan getting hooked. He can't eat. Nautilus ult lands, and then just everyone's out of position. Here they're walking up, but Jackie Love can't walk up, and boom, Doinby with the one-shot to Ru, even though through Maul Malmortius survives on 1 HP for a little bit of time. Gragas ult lands. Rookie finds a bit of damage, but then Kaiser gets the Q off, and that's enough to kill him because Kaiser Q on isolated target is just too busted. Baolan. You know, IG definitely in a winning scenario, but Baolan, like the hooks from Crisp are super crisp. This Blitzcrank is nasty, man, doing a lot of good work, and the Nautilus throwing the whole draft into a curveball with this Blitzcrank pickup that is very valuable here for FPX. Honestly, winning the game so far for FPX. Blitzcrank is such a weird pickle because, you know, he has had the same range on his goddamn Q for his entire lifespan, and then just changed the range, and it just throws off everything that you've learned about Blitzcrank. You have to relearn the distances and the champion. So this is my only way of finding a little bit of an excuse for Baolan and Ning getting hooked over and over. But the bottom line is, this is the only thing that they need to respect. Morde, sure, can try to find an ult on Baolan, but Baolan doesn't need to walk up. Like, why did he walk up like this? But Crisp, honestly, the way he found the hook as well was fucking beautiful. Look at that, through the creeps. Nasty, man, nasty. Nasty Crisp. Holy Crisp, man. How crazy is that, man? How crazy is that? Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. FPX get a Nash off of that. That's going to give them siege capabilities. IG have a decent amount of wave clear. And they should just look for crisp hooks. Crisp hooks. That's the way in. Banshee now on Vladimir. Baolan, you need to be the last in line. You need to defend your boys from the hooks through eating them, not through tanking them. But Crisp has found some crazy hooks as well. Honestly, his level of play today has been next level. Best support in the tournament right here. Best support in the tournament. Crisp, I applaud you, man. God bless you, dude. God bless you. Okay. The Shy. Flash ready. Flash ready on Gragas. Ning has done some crazy things on Gragas. Dangerous space to walk up on. Elder Dragon is next. This is going to be the game decider. Unless the teams manage to fuck things up. Ning can get hooked here. Crisp is fishing. Crisp is fishing. 4,000, 3,000. Crisp. Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay, it's a rough fight. LWX passed. He passed. He avoided the Shy. He avoided the Shy. He avoided the Shy. Rookie? Oh! Jesus, the steal. FPX can end. They have so much time. 40 seconds. They can end. They can end. They can end. Our rookie is looking to match the end. He has one tower, but Doinby can clear the wave very easily. Clear the wave, Doinby. Clear the wave, Doinby. Clear the wave, Doinby. Doinby. You have to clear the wave, Doinby. TP. Blitzcrank is back. Blitzcrank is back. Okay, they're defending. Rookie is going in. Rookie. Rookie is fighting. Let's go, Rookie. Rookie the cookie. Rookie gets one. GA. Oh, they don't have time to end. They don't have time to end. They didn't go for it. Rookie's back. LBX is going. Q says speed. Oh, rookie! Oof. 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 A lot to digest. A lot to digest, man. Someone subscribed. In the middle of the fight, Sea Shanty just popped off. Gragas managed to get the steal, but then LWX, his ultimate just avoided all of Vladimir's damage. He just outplayed the Shy. Honestly, it's not a hard thing to do because the Shy was in the mix and LWX had an entry, meaning he ult past the Shy and he found it. You know, we have to go back because I don't think there's going to be a replay. There's just too much action here. Too much action. I thought FPX had enough time to look for the end. Their push down bottom looked a bit too slow for my taste. I don't know what's taking so long. Like, yeah, I thought Kaiser's just going to ram through these turrets and just look for end. They have 30 seconds, but it just wasn't enough. So my judgment call was wrong there. Here on the fight, look at this. So I was paying attention to Gragas. Gragas gets the steal, but instantly out of the fight, he's kind of gone. So he's trading his life for the Nash steal. IG here, they need to play a bit slower, but here LWX has a lot of marks to play with. And then the Gragas ultimate once again, like look at the Gragas ultimate. Gragas is fucking throwing his ultimate. And honestly here, IG should just look to hit frontline. Like they have Lucian and Varus with very strong items here and enough to kill this frontline here. And then the Shy should just wait. If the Shy waits here and waits for LWX to show up and then go for the burst combo, then this is going to look much better because the Shy here tries to commit an LWX and LWX gets out very freely. He gets out and then the team manages to re-engage. Doinby finds the hook onto Jackie Love. Jackie Love gets hooked. Baolan eats. But Baolan, I don't know, he's trying to commit into Vladimir's space. But here, if IG just stick together, this fight is going to look a lot better. Because here, the Shy just got hopped over. IG kind of could ignore him. And IG potentially could have had a better fight. But it started in a way where FPX were doing Elder and they had a better position on Elder because of the Nash that they had. And then the steal was necessary because if the Elder landed in FPX's hands, it would have been very nasty because they have 4 dragons. 4 dragons. And then make a 5 together with the Elder Dragon would have been a clear victory. So FPX now with this kill on Rookie, the last thing that we saw, LWX is speeding through here, Mercurius Scimitar, boom, LWX gets a kill. And then now a lot of time here to work with for FPX. They have Nasher for another 1 second. Boom, Nasher's gone. Not too interesting. Probably can't do much. We get to breathe. Ning still has flash. That's a clutch one. No flash on Vladimir. LWX has flash. Full items now. Maybe Lucian's gonna sell his GA and buy something more. Something a bit more useful. Maybe a rapid fire cannon. Kai'Sa is tricky in the fact that she's a champion with stealth, and champions with stealth and big shields in their kit can trade with other AD carries auto attacks much easier because you get to auto attack first. Usually with Lucian against other AD carries, what you want to look to do is you want to one-shot because you can cancel many animations and you can reset your auto attack cooldown with some of your abilities. You can short dash, you can do a lot of creative things, right? And usually what you want to do with Lucian at this point in the game is when you reach these items, you can look to one-shot enemy AD carry. But Kai'Sa is that rare scenario together with some other AD carries that I can't think of right now, but it's very difficult to do because she has her stealth mechanic in her E and she has her shield and she can move around a lot more freely. So Kai'Sa late game is very, very nasty. Xayah is also one because she can ult and buy a lot of time. And that's why Kai'Sa and Xayah are so OP because they're so good in every scenario, while Lucian, a champion like this, is going to get outscaled. But the thing is, there is a Vladimir, Lucian and Varus, so there is a lot of options here to kill the Kai'Sa. But if Kai'Sa survives, which she can potentially do with all of the helping items that are on FPX, they have the support items, they have the PD and Mercurius Scimitar. If Kai'Sa survives, she's going to kill everyone. So this is something we have to pay attention to. Very important. Varus as well with his itemization is not that strong. Jackie Love is honestly super weak. He's still an ult bot. As I said earlier in the game, you know, he's never going to be able to recover. But this death cap buy is going to be massive for Vladimir. And there's a lot of breathing room here before Nash spawns. Both teams have agreed that Nash spawn is going to be the game decider. FPX in a better position. It seems almost like IG is going to give it up because 20 seconds in their position like this is not how you want to contest Nashor. They're walking up on mid lane. This is all too late. Very late. Very late. Crisp in a good position. This is how you die to a Crisp hook once again. Crisp walking up. FPX honestly don't need to show for this mid-wave. They could have just stayed in fog and made IG's life a lot harder. Here, the fact that Doinby is showing, I don't like it too much. I don't think it's good. The rest of FPX is hiding though, so here everything that IG is doing is definitely a big risk. They can get hooked over any wall. FPX probably took the worst decision possible. They have one guy here, one guy here, one guy here, and then two guys hitting Nasher. So it's FPX heavily trolling. Imagine they're just sitting in this bush together, and then fucking IG is walking around here, prancing around with their sweeper. Like it's such a big risk, and FPX just positioned wrong, and that's why it's working here for IG. IG now in a superior position. Tamkin's ultimate. But Doinby is very out of position. The hook doesn't land. Doinby is in trouble. Doinby manages to survive. Oof. The fucking stab from the Q. Gimgoon fighting the Shy. Baolan fighting. TP on bottom. TP on bottom. TP on bottom. Give us a second little monitor there, please, Riot Games. Show us what Kaiser's up to. TP gets cancelled. Someone's TP got cancelled. Kaiser's looking. Vladimir, can he finish his TP? Can he finish? He finished TP? Finish TP? Oh, the eat, the feast, an IG win. Jesus, what a game. Man, I got nervous there when Jackie Love's TP got cancelled. His TP got cancelled. And then, this is so close. If Vladimir TP doesn't go through because the turret falls, boom. LWX is the one finishing and IG tied the series. This is what a fucking game. Jesus, this is not good for my health at all because I was shouting, I was screaming, I was clapping. There was a lot of things that were happening in this game. Jesus, what a game. Looking at all these fights, I hope you can decipher through all of my emotional reactions what are the correct moves in these tight spots, because this can be the difference maker between you winning a game and losing a game. Both teams in winning positions managed to throw it away. If they just continued in a very stern and solid fashion, they could have taken it away much easier. This was not a clean game by any stretch of the imagination, but we got a showcase of a lot of good mechanics, a lot of good interactions between champions. We saw Tamkinch getting hooked, Crisp doing some crazy things, like his Blitzcrank was out of this world, honestly, crazy. Rookie with the Lucian mechanics, a thing of beauty. Becomes a lot easier to play Lucian when there's another puppy that is grabbing your ass the entire game, because that's the last time we saw Rookie's Lucian, and Rookie's Lucian is just magnifique. It's really, really good. And then the Shy had a rough game, had moments of brilliance, had moments of this is not the Shy, and this is the light we need to put the Shy in, because the Shy, in my eyes, before this series, I was thinking best player of the tournament. So far, FPX have done a good job of nullifying him. And Ning as well. What a contrast of a player, you know. Sometimes he finds the engage of God, you know. The engage of God, hand of God just comes down onto his keyboard. Boom! E flash. And he just gets the engage that just wins the whole situation. He caught LWX. He found the Elder Dragon Steel that could have been a game changer. There was a lot of things that Ning did so well that managed to keep them in the game, which is so important to highlight. So important to highlight. Super important to highlight. And Ning still manages to find ways to get caught. So the struggle here for IG is the fact that the early games are looking rough because FPX is playing more together as a team. Mid-game, when it hits, if they have a better teamfight composition, they seem to be able to maneuver themselves a bit better than FPX does in those fights. And then if they reach a late game where they are stronger, it seems also smooth sailing, because their first game, there was no point in the game where they are going to look stronger, because sure, they could find an advantage early, maybe with the Quinn-Renekton matchup, but early game is not the way through. FPX is just much stronger early game. They are way more controlled. Tian understand where it needs to be. They're pressuring together, Doinby, Crisp, and Tian. It is the classic FPX playstyle. So with that being said, let's head into game 3, because this series is on fire.